It was like I found this backdoor shortcut that's been sitting in plain sight, but no one's ever thought to open it. And once I did, the whole system flipped in my favor. I used a move that most don't catch or even know is an option. You're wondering how I managed it? Stay with me. I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Starting out in crypto, I had no real plan. I'd just go after whatever coin people were buzzing about or anything that looked cool, not a single strategy behind my moves. For a while, it seemed like I was winning, until it all came crashing down and my profits vanished. I remember staring at my wallet thinking, man, what was I even thinking? That's when I ran across this simple system that honestly felt too good to be true. Still, I followed it every day. No breaks, no distractions. I didn't bother with influencers or hype, just locked into one solid routine. And the results? Unreal. I went from losing money to seeing 10 times returns on a regular basis. I'll walk you through it all so you can try it too. But before we dive into the full walkthrough, there's something I should bring up that a lot of people overlook at the beginning. Trust me, I know the feeling. That hype when you're just getting started is real. I had it too when I first messed around with Pump Fun. And yeah, it seemed super simple at first, like it was built with beginners in mind. That's what pulled me in. But once you get past the first steps, some parts start getting a little more complicated than they look. If you're not ready, it can throw you off. So let's clear that up now before it slows you down later. Fire up Photon and switch on the Pump Fun filter. Right away, you'll see a non-stop wave of brand new tokens launching back to back. It's kind of like standing in the middle of a chaotic intersection with no signals to guide you. But don't let the madness pull your attention away. Focus is everything here. New tokens drop so fast now that it's easy to get overwhelmed, and most of them vanish just as quickly as they appear. Now switch over to the Raydium filter and you'll notice the vibe shifts instantly. The token list starts looking way more polished, like it's being run by folks who actually know what they're doing. This is where the more serious devs tend to show up. You'll spot better liquidity, solid trading volume, and stronger market caps across the board. Stick with me. I'll walk you through the next move step by step. I always thought making your own token was something only developers could pull off. Like if you didn't speak smart contract code fluently or live and breathe blockchain, it just wasn't for you. I figured I'd either have to spend days watching confusing technical videos or pay someone a bunch of money just to guide me through it all. That mindset completely changed when I found MoonTool. This tool is built specifically for people who love crypto but don't have any coding experience. You simply fill out a few fields, make some quick choices, and it takes care of all the complicated back-end stuff automatically. If you've ever filled out a basic online form or ordered something on Amazon, you've already got the skills you need. I've launched several tokens using MoonTool. Never once did I need outside help or technical support. What I thought was super complicated actually turned out to be way simpler than I imagined, and that was a total game changer for me. Okay, let's kick things off with the basics. Every coin needs a logo. I usually go with Canva because it's super fast and really easy to work with. You can create your logo based on whatever you like, or something that's trending at the moment. For this one, I'm going to base my token on Mike from Breaking Bad. He's one of my favorite characters, so why not drop a coin inspired by him into the market? Once your image is uploaded, confirm that it's the right dimensions, exactly 128 by 128 pixels. If it looks blurry, distorted, or off-center, fix it before moving on. You want it crisp and looking professional. When you're happy with the final version, click download so we can keep going. Alright, let's get started. Open up MoonTool and connect your Phantom wallet. It usually links up super fast, so you won't have to wait around. Once you're on the token creation page, type MemeCoin as the full token name, and use Mike as the token symbol. There's a spot for a description, but don't worry if you leave it blank. I did the same. Then upload the logo you made on Canva and take a second to make sure everything looks good. If you're happy with it all, hit next to keep going. Leave the decimals and total supply settings exactly as they are. They're already set up to make everything run smoothly right from the start. You don't need to change a thing there. MoonTool handles all the verification in the background, so you can just relax. Once that's finished, click Next to keep going with the setup. There might be a 0.1 Solana charge for token verification, but you don't have to pay it if you don't want to. I tend to skip it so I can keep my Solana for later use. Either way works. Once you've decided, click Next to keep going. If you're active on social media and have a following, adding your profiles can help give your token some extra visibility. But if you want to keep things simple, no worries. You can just skip this part. Raydium will take care of everything else. Just hit skip and keep going. You might think skipping the 0.3 Solana fee is a good idea, but it can actually make your token look a little shady to others. Locking your freeze, mint, and update settings tells people you're serious and builds trust in your project. If those are left unlocked, folks might get wary and steer clear. So be sure to lock everything tight, then hit Launch My Token Now to keep the energy going. Pause for a second, don't rush past this step. When your wallet asks for approval, just click Confirm straight away. If you see some typical security warnings or pop-ups, no need to panic. That's just standard procedure. After this, your token will be live on the blockchain and ready to roll. Now let's move on to securing your liquidity. Jump into Raydium and build a new liquidity pool starting from scratch. The layout is straightforward and easy to navigate. All the main options are clearly displayed, so you won't get lost. Go to the user token section and carefully paste your coin's contract address exactly as it appears. Nailing this step is really important. Next, enter Mike as the symbol and MemeCoin as the full name. Be sure to click the Add User Token button. If you don't, Raydium might not recognize your token properly, which can make it disappear from searches or not show up at all. After that, it's time to add liquidity. Since your total supply is 1 billion tokens, a good rule of thumb is to add about 900 million tokens alongside Solana. This balance helps keep trading smooth and prices steady, which is key for a stable token value as your project grows. Now it's time to decide how much Solana you want to put into your liquidity pool. The quickest way? Just hit the max button. It automatically fills in your entire wallet balance. But here's the catch. Make sure to subtract about 0.2 Solana before you confirm. That small amount is for future gas fees, and forgetting it might cause delays when you try to make your next move. Once that's sorted, set your token's fee percentage. I usually go with 2%. It's a solid middle ground, low enough to keep trading active but still enough to earn some steady revenue as your token grows. You can adjust this higher or lower depending on your goals. You're almost done. Just click the Initialize Liquidity Pool button to kick off the final step. Phantom will pop up with a confirmation request, so hit confirm as soon as you see it. In just a few seconds, your token will be officially live and ready to trade on the Solana blockchain. Open Photon again and double-check that the Raydium filter is turned on. This filter lets new tokens pop up in the list. Once it's active, scan through the results. If you spot your coin there, that means everything went smoothly. Your token's live, tradable, and good to go. If you want to check how your token is performing, go to DEXScreener and pick any chart. It doesn't really matter which one. Once it loads, head to the URL bar, swap out the contract address at the end for your token's contract, and hit enter. That'll reload the page and show live data for your token. If that sounds too technical, no worries. Just type your token's name in the search box and click it from the list. Either way works fine. When you look at the chart, you'll see a bunch of quick spikes and drops. Those sudden moves aren't random. They're caused by bots programmed to take advantage of price gaps in real time. These bots buy and sell within seconds, making money off the price swings. This early burst of action is pretty normal and often helps draw more buyers to the token. Jumping in right at launch is a solid move. That initial push usually smooths out the price before all the latecomers flood in and cause chaos. Once you lock in your stake, it'll grow steadily, and your gains will build up without much extra work. Don't stress if you're feeling unsure. You can always pull your liquidity out whenever you want. Personally, I'm just chilling and seeing where this goes. Quick heads up, our liquidity is now higher than what we originally put in. We could pull out right now with zero issues, but I'm going to keep an eye on things and keep you posted with any updates. Alright guys, it's been about 32 minutes since we started, and so far liquidity's holding steady. The chart's still climbing, which is a good sign, but there's no need to keep checking it nonstop. We're still seeing transactions come through, just stay alert. Okay, we've seen a few decent transactions come through over the past few minutes, and liquidity keeps climbing little by little. We're just 36 minutes in, so let's stay locked in and keep watching. We've officially been in this for over an hour and a half now, and in the last few minutes, there's been a noticeable spike in liquidity. Several positive transactions came through, and they really gave the chart a strong boost. That's typically a great indicator that it's time to consider withdrawing. Timing is everything here, and this kind of activity shows strong early engagement. I'll walk you through exactly how to pull your funds out safely, step by step, so you're not left guessing at any point. First, make sure your wallet is connected to Raydium, and it needs to be the exact same wallet you use to launch your token so everything stays synced. The connection usually takes just a couple of seconds. Next, Head over to the portfolio section and switch the view to standard mode so you can see all your assets clearly, especially your liquidity tokens. If they don't appear right away, don't worry. Raydium sometimes takes 10 to 15 minutes to update. Once your tokens show up, hit the minus sign next to the liquidity pool to begin the withdrawal of all your liquidity. Confirm Solana as the asset you want back. Click Remove Liquidity and approve the prompt from Phantom. It should go through smoothly. Once the withdrawal is done, you'll receive a message confirming it was successful. Then, head to your wallet and check your balance to confirm all the figures are correct. Things are clicking, your earnings are solid, and the process is running without a hitch. Sticking to a steady routine is what makes this approach effective. With the market picking up, it's a perfect moment to get involved again. Plus, you can repeat these steps anytime you want. Momentum's picking up, everything's working great, and if you stick with it, you could see some solid growth. Just so you know, I'm not sponsored by MoonTool, Photon, or Raydium. This is purely from my own experience to help you out. You'll find all the important links in the description and pinned comment.